Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming to the hack2HATCH opening press conference.
We're very excited to be here in Cebu. I think one of the things that PhilDev distinctively remembered when we were here is the energy of the Cebuanos, the entrepreneurial spirit that's here, and the cooperative nature of the ecosystem in general. So I wanted to share that that was very infectious. I think when we had our offsite at PhilDev, we were very encouraged of the prospects of the Philippines, largely because of the energy we found here in Cebu. So as promised, we're back.
It's nice to be here. I guess if there's one summary message, I am glad to be here. But what is important is that we are internet connected all over the world. And I think that singular event itself, having access to the internet, you can do a lot of things right away. You can do a lot of apps.
You know, Dada told me the story once where you created a company and you invited some Filipino investors so that they understand what the risk reward is, how to assess a startup, what kinds of questions to ask, and then as they've been investing also to observe the life of a startup. You know, bringing Silicon Valley comes to the Philippines isn't so much that we're trying to mimic the ecosystem in Silicon Valley, but it's to bring certain best practices, learning, and make it into our own Filipino way. Because it is two different cultures, but it's more inviting and exchanging ideas.
Because many of the startups that we have here in the Philippines, quite frankly, they end up having to do their day jobs, right? And then also have to do the startup work. So just to pay the bills, just to keep the lights on, they have to take on additional work, let's say outsourced service work. And yeah, getting them some of that additional seed funding would allow them really to focus on creating the products, the software products that in turn the Philippines can be proud of, that could be exported to the rest of the world. So that's why we're so very much excited to the potential of hack2HATCH and also the potential of Filipinos, of course.
People are just coming to realize, and I think PhilDev is one of those organizations that realizes that there's interest, there's talent, and hopefully we can facilitate and encourage and support entrepreneurship in a big way.
Now, you can do all these things from your own home, and you can develop programs and applications that you can put on platforms like Facebook or your iPhone from here in the Philippines. In the past, these kinds of opportunities were not available. Behind the hype, there's real things.
I could actually honestly say there's a lot of Filipino investors that want to invest in Filipino companies.
Startups already know we're going to do one video, which is a 1-minute intro of the team, followed by a 3-minute pitch where they will be going through some slides very quickly. It'll probably be a 10-slide presentation.
Family Golf is a web and mobile teleconferencing application that allows long-distance families to play, learn, and explore new things together. We are tackling a problem worth solving, and our business is both scalable and profitable. We deliver what long-distance families need the most.
Online learning for everyone. Bronze Age Media, first of all, it's we're a 3-year-old startup. We've been doing a lot of different things for the past 3 years. We've been doing training, a lot of career training. Our focus has been mostly on students and young professionals. Our whole mission is learning. Our whole mission is education.
Buluka is a social e-commerce platform where SMEs can create their websites and then drive traffic to their websites through our deep focus on social network integration.
On Checkup, this will do so much for brand recognition and retention, as they are not just reading, however they're ranking. There's more thinking.
CodeToki is a gamified platform for hiring entry-level developers. Companies can post jobs
and companies could require the applicants on the technical skills necessary, represented by badges. Code Toki is helping students unlock jobs by learning.
What's our solution? It's basically we want to make banking closer to you.
So we actually have 12 years of combined experience in developing something like this, like an app, and at the same time 8 years in combined experience in sales and marketing, and 18 years combined experience in writing the MRT and the LRT. So we really know what's the problem. So our solution is the MRT Tracker app. So as you can see, Ryan, I've told you what the MRT Tracker app does, but what's unique about us is that we can actually track the crowd level. We can inform and tell the people, hey guys, it's already full here, don't go there anymore, okay? Go to another station.
Hired in its initial state, preferably by launching on January, will be a recruitment site like JobStreet, JobsDB, and Monster.com. In Hired as a new player in this game or industry, we'll be using the usual data. But more to it, we'll be using the core uniqueness of an individual or a job seeker to match them more accurately to a career opportunity.
Basically, this provides us the pathway to generate leads for our new car dealerships. So our new car dealerships are happy that we created something separate and a way for them to generate leads and inquiries for them. So this is another feature for dealerships. So for example, if a user is looking for a Toyota Fortuner, a used one in Cebu, then we will then direct that lead to the relevant dealerships for that car on that location. So this is really simple, just our vehicle finder, search for used and new cars. This is our general advertising area, so anyone in the industry, whether it's BPI loans or manufacturers, for example, can advertise in this area.
Orchestra offers broadcast media intelligence on cloud. It auto-captures broadcast and auto-identify content and process data into useful information for timely reporting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Manu, the new social and learning platform for motion sports and fitness that seeks to change the way sports is taught, learned, and shared.
Unli FM is unleashing a new way to music discovery. We are an online platform streaming and discovering Asian music and cover music. Our focus is not only distributing popular music, but also acting as a gateway to discover Asian and world acts.
So, what are the big trends in our market? Some of the main trends that we'll be taking advantage of when starting these servers are increases in 4 things. An increase in gamers in Southeast Asia, an increase in online multiplayer games coming out, an increase in community-based games where the community actually dictates where the evolution of the game goes, and increase in competitive gamers. Next slide. Like we said before, we are gamers who know what gamers want, and what we want is higher quality gaming experience, more input from the community. We would like people to have more input to administrators so that the community actually has a voice, a bigger gamer pool to be able to play with whoever we want, whenever we want, and a low cost, to have free or low cost servers to play on.
Hi, good evening everyone. I'm JR, I'm from Quick Payroll. I know it's Quick Payroll, but it's not a payroll software. What I love about our software is it really helps companies promote and their company goals and help align company goals with employee goals. So there's real-time activity feed. As I mentioned, it's like a social media software. So it's very, very easy to comment, to like, to provide feedback to tasks that have been finished, completed. It's really an intuitive way of providing feedback.
So our solution to this common problem is to make apps purchasable by flexible payment methods such as smart money, Globe Gcash, bank transfers, and bank deposits.
What if we can create an application that enables people like myself more options to get from point A to point B? And that is when we came up with an idea called Ride Find. Our site allows you to, if you're a car owner, host rides, say your destination from point A to point B, and hope that some passengers will join you in your car.
What if we tell you that we can improve the status quo? So, with a live virtual hands-on environment, with a reduced need for expensive investment in acquiring physical machines for training, right? So, all of these and more with Rocket Labs. So, with Rocket Labs, we have ICT, Think Microsoft, Cisco, Oracle. Rocket Labs envisions to offer affordable industry-grade trainings in a virtual hands-on environment, achieving the highest quality and as effective as possible.
Our vision is to make connecting simple and easy for people and businesses alike by connecting everyone. Quick question. Who here knows the Jollibee delivery number? Raise your hand. You have few? Now you've all seen the advertisements, right? Well, okay, hardly anyone. Now that's a problem. No, a design flaw in telecommunications industry has caused a global multi-billion-dollar problem. And we have a solution. Spell Dial is an app that integrates with your contact list and lets you dial names even if they're not saved in your contacts.
So our startup, StaffWisely.com, aims at helping ITO companies, number one, to get revenue from their bench, number two, to hire contractors on demand to augment their team. Using collaborative consumption, the same sharing model that Airbnb is using, Staff Wisely is an online staff marketplace for IT outsourcing companies.
That the opportunity is upon us here in the Philippines, that we can build a business here and reunite the Filipino family together. Thank you.
And I will be Colana. And back in our place, there are 28,000 local enterprises who do not market that much or do not market at all. Why? They say first, they don't know how to market. Secondly, marketing is expensive. And thirdly, they even say, we do not need marketing. We're just local enterprises. But we all know they need marketing. That's why we came up with Spicy Deals. It's a digital marketing platform that is complete, affordable, and effective. Exactly what they need.
Hello, I'm Rachel of Proofsiders. So we're creating this online booking site for tours and activities in Philippines. So we feature cultures of Philippines, the ethnicity. We feature the ethnicity of the Philippines. And we are providing this very easy reservation system for. So when you travel anywhere in the Philippines, you have this easy reservation form where you can just click and and we will handle all the hard stuff.
I thought it was great energy in the room in terms of the presentation, the creativity, and it's just, we're excited to be here and we're looking forward to mentoring everyone tomorrow. Thank you.
So with that, day one's done, completed, very successful, congratulations.
Talk about is a little bit more simple, which is the angel investor term sheet. And the investor will be investing in a certain kind of security, and what we've chosen here is a convertible debt offering. Okay, so basically the investor is going to be offering to lend you money. If you ever get a venture investor in the future, the valuation will be pegged to that Series A, what we call a Series A preferred stock financing. Okay? I'm not expecting you to know a lot about what kind of stock is concerned. Typically, you probably kind of invest in the company will be in the form of common stock. When you form a company, In your founders, there's only common stack.
What I wanted to hopefully bring to all of you is what is social, or try to help understand what is social. It's a question that I keep on asking myself every single day. And I think that it's a fundamentally important concept for every single Filipino entrepreneur to understand, because there is one privilege that you have today compared to for some of us who started a bunch of companies, and Sheila started, like Eric started a bunch of companies. We had to fight, scrap, and pay for every single user acquisition, right? That was the key, because we could build the best products, but if we don't have users, then what's the point? The privilege that you have today is that there are now 1 billion people connected just on Facebook as a platform alone. So the question is how you tap into that. In the Philippines, which is certainly one of the fastest growing markets for Facebook, you have over 30 million Filipinos connected with each other. Social design is not something that was invented by Facebook or Twitter. Social design is something that has been around since human beings have been around. We're fundamentally social by nature. So, as an example, this park bench, right? It was designed to be fundamentally social. It's not like it has only one seat on it, right? It was designed for people, friends, to be able to get together.
Impressed with all the presenters. From the elevator pitch to the pitches we saw today, just a huge improvement, and we thought they ran very cleanly through your concepts and your ideas.
Everyone had a clear concept. All of you are energetic. Some of you even work after your regular jobs to continue your application. So kudos to all of you.
The presentations were, varied in degrees of sophistication and levels of enthusiasm, but all very well thought out. Some were more technical than others. Some were more consumer-oriented. Some needed more marketing support. But overall, we were very impressed by the teams and saw opportunities not just for these businesses to grow here in the Philippines, but also abroad.
But overall, very impressed with all of the teams, and thank you for coming out this weekend and sharing your ideas with us.
We're really developing, in our philosophy, not just a path to more jobs, but we're saying that let's create our own path to long-term economic growth. Let's not ask for it from someone else, but create our own path. And at the end of that path is entrepreneurship, and that's where we are today. That's what PhilDev does, and so we're really grateful for everyone in this room to be here. This is where PhilDev really matters. So thank you so much.
Let me say that, and I mean this with great sincerity, there were only winners in this event. I mean, it was just tremendous. The mentors out with calculators and poring over business models, and just that kind of grappling and workshopping an idea. That's what these events are all about, and everybody was a beneficiary of that. And speaking as someone who participated in that, I know we'll all be available to help you as you work through these things in the future.
PhilDev's focus, the whole reason why we are here at PhilDev, in all the work that we do, is the whole thesis of poverty reduction through economic growth based on innovation. A lot of the programs that we had started is already tackling with the toughest problem of having enough community of experts that can stand up to world competition. We are not going to stop until we have that capability that we can stack up with the best countries in the world in terms of innovation.
Thank you, Cebu, for hosting the first inaugural hack2HATCH in the country. Again, congratulations to all you hack2HATCH pioneers. We look forward to increasing the hack2HATCH network. The only way we can tackle the scale of what we're trying to do is to get you all to help. And forming the hack2HATCH network, sharing what you have learned here, and keeping that energy of a singular vision of a world-recognized high technology ecosystem and community here in the Philippines. That's all our mission. We are going to close the first hack2HATCH Cebu. Congratulations to everyone.